Is this week going to be the week Spurs really put down a marker and go big in the transfer market in what could be a phenomenal window for Spurs? The countdown is now on with 2 weeks left before the window slams shut until January. Here are your daily Tottenham news headlines. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's Craig and here are your daily Tottenham news headlines where I'll be going through all the latest news, rumours and reports. If you're watching on YouTube and are not already subscribed to the channel as yet, please consider doing so. Like, share and comment below. And if you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And if you do have a spare few moments and really want to help us out, please vote for the channel at the Football Content Awards 2025. All of the details are below. Let's get into it. TBR Football understands Manchester City hierarchy have informed Pep Guardiola that they believe they should accept the money for Savinho. Savinho is open to leaving City this summer with concerns over enough playing time during a World Cup year. The Brazilian has now made it clear to the former Premier League champions that he is open to joining Tottenham Hotspur, and City are ready to grant him his wish. Spurs will still need to make a significant offer to sign the winger, but City's stance on selling Savinho is no longer quite as strong. Daniel Levy is prepared to pay over £60 million to bring both Savinho and Eze to North London in the final fortnight of the window, sources have told TBR Football. On Sunday, Tottenham held further talks about the attacking duo, and TBR Football have learned that the North London club firmly believe both players want to join Thomas Frank. After featuring against Chelsea on Sunday afternoon, Eze shared a moment alone with Crystal Palace fans in what could be his final game playing for the Eagles. Tottenham are confident about signing Eze, but less so about the 21-year-old Brazilian, although further talks are expected to find a solution with City. The Lily Whites take on Guardiola's team at the Etihad next Saturday, and City are unlikely to want him sold ahead of the clash. Savinho missed City's first trip to Wolves due to injury, with the attacker expected to be sidelined until at least the end of the month. The Sun states that Eze's transfer from Palace to Spurs is not expected to happen before the Eagles' Conference League tie on Thursday. Tottenham are pushing to land the England attacker, and there were doubts over whether he would play in yesterday's goalless draw at Chelsea. Eze wants to join Spurs, who over the weekend were understood to have made an opening offer in the region of £60 million. His potential departure will also depend on whether or not Palace can land a replacement before the window closes. They are chasing Leicester's Bilal El Khanous and Club Bruges midfielder Christos Solis. Glasner claimed, "I'm quite calm. I know we have 2 weeks left and I know Ebb's clause is gone, so the club's decision and we will see what happens." Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has stated that despite Premier League clubs' appreciation, Bayer Leverkusen see Piero Hincapie as a key part of the project. No intention to sell the Ecuadorian this summer, seen as crucial by Erik ten Hag. Spurs had previously been linked with Hincapie and were tipped to make a move for the player. Okay, here's my thoughts on those stories today. A bit of a shorter one today, but really the main bits of news are still Savinho and Eze, let's face it. Let's cover the last bit first, the Hincapie thing. I was never convinced by this. There was a few rumours out there about Hincapie, but that would be, don't get me wrong, that would be huge for Tottenham. And, you know, this is not dead, but seems like that the club want to hold on to the player. The player's not come out as far as I can tell and said he wants to move, so perhaps that's one is not going to happen. Perhaps that's one the club are going to revisit at a later point, but what a signing that would be. Eze and Savinho, we all know about these two. Let's cover Eze first. I wasn't surprised actually to see him playing on Sunday. He's still a Crystal Palace player. Or Saturday, shall I say. He's still a Crystal Palace player, so he's going to play. And, you know, is there a world where Palace would have asked Tottenham if it's okay if Eze plays? You know, that's part of the deal sort of thing. We need him to play on Saturday. Bit more worrying that they want him to play on Thursday. I mean, the team Palace are playing are not European giants, with all due respect. So would they risk not getting the deal over the line? I don't know. Obviously, Palace need the money for Eze. So it's going to be interesting. I would hope that Spurs push on the early part of this week and get this Eze deal over the line. It doesn't quite seem like the Morgan Gibbs White thing, but yeah, we're all a bit nervous about that after that fell through, aren't we? You know, you can see it happening again. I think as Spurs fans, you always fear the worst is going to happen no matter what, don't you? But look, let's hope that the club can get the Eze deal over the line. Until the player's holding the shirt up, I will not believe it. It's always that way, isn't it, with Tottenham? But yeah, let's hope we can get this deal. It seems like it's close. Seems like the player wants to come. Personal terms agreed from what we're led to believe, and you know, wages aren't going to be an issue. So fingers crossed we can get a bit more clarity and news on that the early part of this week. As for Savinho, again, what a front three that would be. I've said before, front 3, 4, 5 if you want to include Kudus and Solanke in that. What a statement that would be. And I just really hope the club can push both deals through, because that would just transform our front line going into the new season. Got City on, obviously, at the weekend. Can we get Eze in before then? You can't see Savinho playing, sadly, for that game. Even if he's fit, doesn't sound like he's going to be fit anyway. I can't see City would want him playing against them. So yeah, let's just hope the club can get around the table. And, you know, these two deals are completely separate. So let's hope we can get these ones done. But down in the comments, let me know, are you becoming a bit worried about, let's go for the Eze deal? Are you being worried about the Eze deal? Do you think the club are going to get one, both, or none of these deals done? Are you getting a bit frustrated with the whole thing? Do you think we should move on to other targets, or do you think we should just push on and try and get these deals done? Me, personally, I think there's too much out there at the moment. I think these sounds like they're advanced, certainly the Eze ones. So I think we should just push and push and push and get these deals done, because if we have to start all over again with 2 weeks left to go, that's going to be a real kick in the gut. So let's hope the club can push on and get these players through the door. But get down in the comments, let me know how you're feeling right now as a Spurs fan. Come on, you Spurs.